Dear friends, welcome back with another mission on the Vulnhub, which is Node 1. The link will be put into the description section below so that you can download and play the machine. This machine, I think, deserves your own practice because it will involve a variety of very useful techniques such as Node.js Express framework, the password or hash decryption, and also privilege escalation. So there will be a lot to take, and there will be a lot which you can learn. Before we go ahead, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. You're greatly appreciated. So enough talk, let's just get started. We can head over to Kali Linux VM. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. The utility I'd like to use, as always, would be net discover. All right, as you can see over here, the IP address of the target could be recognized as 253. And we can note down such information to our notebook. And the next, what shall we do next? We need to do port and surface scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already done this before, so now we just get out its result. And as you can see over here, I used the options like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan, followed by the -p- to do the full range port scan. The last option of all is ON to output the result into this file. Although, as you can notice here, the IP address has been changed from the one when I did the machine the first time. From the map scanning results, we can tell that the target has two open port numbers. The first one is 22, which is running SSH service, and also the version information, open SSH, and also the exact version number 7.2. This version is not updated, even a bit outdated. However, I don't think we can find any vulnerability for this particular version. And the second one is 3000, which is running Apache Hadoop service, and also, some task tracker information, logging. So I think it's very clear that what are we going to do next? We need to do enumeration, both manually and automatically with the web application. So now we can fire up the browser to do the manual enumeration first. And we can, before we go on, I'd like to note down such key discovery. Okay, SSH. Second one is 3000, which is running Apache Hadoop. And next we can enter into the enumeration stage. Yeah, I've already opened up the browser, and we can put the IP address of the target into the address bar. So this is the my place site to say hi to our newest members. So I think we can copy these three names because possibly they are user names, right? We can copy and we can possible user names. Okay, so let's go back to the browser and we can scroll down What's my place? My place is a new collaboration project by the gurus of social media to bring you the most secure platform ever to meet new people. And on the top, you can notice that there is login hyperlink. We can open link in new tab. And here we are prompted by the user login form. And we can use admin as a username and admin as a password to try to log in. But this doesn't work. Next, we can try to use login bypass technique. Login again, but we got the same error. Incorrect credentials were specified. And let's go back to the home page. As usual, we need to check its source code. And here's some comments, but I don't think such a comment is useful from the perspective of penetration. And some CSS file or link. So print. Also here, some link, browser, please. Of course, this would be led to internet. This would be out scope of this penetration. And also the mini JavaScript. So later we need to go back to check all of them. Okay? And the jQuery, I don't think we need to take a look at. Bootstrap, define some style, which doesn't contain any valuable information. The Angular assets app. So maybe, the controllers. So next, I think we need to, access such JavaScript. But before we do that, I'd like to do some more enumeration by some sort of utilities. For example, we need to check whether the site has robots file or not. Robots. And we can go back. But, this is actually not robots file. Redirect to, I think, it's redirect to the home page. So next we can launch the Nigto to do the, automatic enumeration. Nigto can give us rich information about the web application, but in this case, the Nigto generates so many, false results. Okay. Next, we can launch the GoBuster to do the directory enumeration. GoBuster directory enumeration. And we can put the IP address of the target. And do not forget to specify the port number and the word list, GoBuster, directory, extension option. Press enter. However, we got error. Sometimes we will have such error when you use GoBuster. If you use the, the Dilber Buster, maybe we will not have such error. And press enter. Found 0. So I'd like to, we just put the option of exclude lens, and then the directory enumeration process can go on. Okay, exclude lens. So how about the lens? It should be this one. We can copy and put over here and upload. As you can see, GoBuster can identify or discover 3 directories. Now let's access all of them one by one. Uploads. However, We are redirect to the home page. So how about assets? Yeah, we got the same behavior back from the web application. So how about the vendor? Still the same page. I don't think we can find anything else beyond these three directories. Even these three directories cannot give us any more information. And I do not want to wait anymore. So I'd like to interrupt the GoBuster. So I think nothing exciting has been got by the, by the Nicto or GoBuster so far. But so how to do next? Maybe we need to go back to the manual enumeration. Just I mentioned over and over again, we need to combine both manual and automatic enumeration because no single way can work for all the cases. Okay, so now let's go back to the browser. Just I mentioned earlier, we need to go into or have a look at JavaScript code. And for example, this one, the app, we can open link, and also the home and login and admin profile. Last one, I don't think it's useful from the, from the past freelancer. So I have already opened up all major JavaScript. And let's take a look at them one by one. The first one is app. And define the variable controllers, the module config, partials, template. I think this is a bit similar to the Django, right? Partials, nothing here. Let's take a look at this one, home.js. And here we got the new URL we can copy. And we can put over here. So this, we got it from the home.js code. And also we can check other JavaScript codes like login. Nothing here. Login admin. API users. So the second entry or second access point. So now we can access both to see whether we can get more information. Okay, latest. Maybe we can close up other tabs to save resources of my Linux. Okay, so we got something, the latest user. So the user ID, the username, and also the password. Also, I think such a password is encrypted, but we can copy to check its hash tab. We can copy. We can use hash identifier to identify the type of hashing. So possibly this would be SHA 256. And we can go to the website of the crack station to crack it. We can crack. And we got the result. We can copy. And put over here. So this is the password for the Tom user. Great, right? Tom. And the next one is Mark. And we can copy it again. Copy. Maybe I need to make it bigger. And we can copy. And we can put in here by the crack station, crack hashes. And we got the result. And we can put over here. Okay, the last one is this. The username is this one, and the password we can copy and put in here. Crack, but not found. So we can also note down such information, not found. So next we need to access this URL or this entry to see whether we can get more information about the users. Actually, we did. And this would be the new user. And we can put over here. And also we can use CrackStation online service to crack it. Crack. So the password is Manchester. We can copy. And we can put over here. Next, just now we have already found the login page, right? So it's very, it's very, very straightforward. We can use these three set of credentials to log in. However, before I try that, I'd like to see whether we can use this credential to SSH to the target, okay? Because very often the credentials will be reused in different scenarios. So we can use SSH, Tom, and we can copy the password from my notebook. It doesn't work. So next we can try to change the username to Mark. And we can copy its password from notebook. This doesn't work either. So next we can try to, use this user, very long username to connect it to. And the password this doesn't work either. So I think now we need to use these credentials to, make web login. Okay, so now we can go to the login page and we can click login button, and the username we can go to the Tom, and its password. Yeah, it does work. However, only admin users have access to control panel currently. It means that a normal user cannot do anything. So let's log in again. We can try to use this set of credentials to log in. So the mark and password login. It's the same. We can log in again with the third set of credentials to log in. And its password. All right, this time we got a different thing. And we can download this backup file. We can use the move command to move the backup file to the current working directory. And we can use the file command to display the type. So this is the text file we can cut out. However, this is encoded. So we can tunnel to base 64. However, although, we got, decoded data, but it looks like it's gibberish. So we can save such output to, for example, to any file name. And we can use the file command again to display its type. So this would be the zip file. We can use unzip to decompress. However, this is passphrase protected. So how to do? When you try to crack the password for the zip file, we have at least 2 ways or 3 ways. The first one is crack zip, and also the John Ripper and hashcat. Okay, but this one, based on my experience, this one is fastest. Okay, so now we can use crack zip. And if you don't know how to specify the options, you can use the H option. So now we know that we can use the -U or -U option to use the unzip. And also we want to launch dictionary-based attack. And also we need to, use the normal P to specify the password dictionary. And we can press enter. Very quick find the password. We can copy to decrypt this file. Unzip and paste in here. It does work. There are a lot of files. We can go inside the var directory. My place. So we need to, check each file. And this is some sort of the static HTML file. Usually, such a file will not contain sensitive information. And we can cut out the app, JavaScript code, and let's scroll up to see whether we can find something interesting. Okay? So here require, I think, this just import the module, right? Like crypto, the MongoDB client. So we can use this module to connect to the Mongo database. And also will spawn the new process or spawn the child process. Express crypto. I think you can notice this line. This line has credentials for the MongoDB collection. Although we cannot find that the target has MongoDB service running or open. So maybe MongoDB is only accessible locally. However, we can get the, the username and password we can copy. So the MongoDB. So next we can try to use the new credential to SSH to the target. Okay, so now we can copy the password because just I mentioned very often the credentials are reused in different places. Paste the password in here. It does work. So next we need to do local enumeration. So the DB shell, the Mongo, we can cut out this Mongo. But nothing here because the file size is 0. So nothing interesting. We can go to the home directory. And there are 3 normal users in total. Go inside the Frank, but nothing here. How about Tom? And we can get the user flag. However, permission denied. So how to do? Also, we need to go to the OPT directory. Nothing here. Also, we can check the sudo. We can paste the password again. So the current user may not run sudo on this machine. So next we can check the kernel. This kernel is a bit old, but I don't want to utilize the kernel exploit at this point, okay? Because I think why the author of this machine put the user flag in this directory, I mean the home directory of the user Tom. So I think we are instructed to make lateral movement to the Tom user, okay? This is what the author expected us to do, right? So next we can go to the var, go to the backups, nothing here, go to www directory, my place. I think we have already checked this file or directories earlier. Okay, and go to the static. So maybe it will be wiser to upload NumPy shell script to do the automatic enumeration, right? And we can open up a new tab. And I've already got the script ready. Yeah, this one. So in order to upload this script to the target, we can take, for me, I will take the easiest way. We can set up web server on the Linux by Python 3. So Python 3, the module, http.server module. So now let's go back to the text shell, use wget to upload. And we need to make it executable and run it. As you know, NumPy shell script is very useful when we try to elevate privilege or make lateral movements. All right, it's done. Let's scroll up to look for vectors which can help us to do that. And such vector are usually, yeah, I must say this word, usually, not all the time. Such vector always highlighted in different color, like red or yellow. So the files, binaries with capabilities information, SUID bit, binaries with SUID bit, but nothing here. I cannot find anything weird, right? So now we can continue our scrolling. So certificates, Mongo files. So this would be the MongoDB and the configuration file for MongoDB. So just now we have already got the MongoDB collections. Maybe next we need to, to take a look at or connect to the MongoDB. But before we do that, I'd like to, look for more interesting thing. The usernames information, sudo active ports. I think this one is used by MongoDB. This port number, interfaces. Nothing here. Cron job. And the processes. Tom. You know, here we can find some suspicious process. Yeah, this one. Tom user. Tom user is running this node, and the script is JavaScript script. So we can copy this information to our notebook. Okay. So nothing else we can find from the NumPy shell script except some local or kernel-based exploit. At this point, I do not want to take advantage of such kernel exploit to elevate privilege directly to the root. So I think now we need to take a look at this file. We can copy. Maybe we can navigate to this directory. Scheduler. App. So here, I think these 3 lines define the variable URL and also require or import a module. And we'll import this module to execute command, right? And also import MongoDB. And this one can, give us a collection to the MongoDB. And this would be the credentials, right? So the port number, scheduler. And here we'll do some checks. So if the collection is not successful, we'll log such information. And we'll set interval function, DB collection. You know, the MongoDB is different from the relational database like MySQL. You know, collection, we can understand collection as a table, right? And so I think the table name is tasks. And we'll find to array function. You know, in comparison to Python, I'm not so familiar with the JavaScript, but I think this is understandable, right? And here we'll make loop, and for each document, you know, each document will be like the row in the table in the MySQL database, right? And if it has such document, and then we'll log, and also we'll execute the command, and the key name is the CMD. So I think we can take advantage of this command to, to make a lateral movement. So how to do? We can go to, here, we can put our, shell script to the temp directory, and we can set up a very simple shell script to get a reverse shell. We can exploit bin bash, and you can get the reverse shell command from the Pentest monkey web bazaar. We can copy and paste into notebook. We need to do some modification. So the IP address, and we can modify the port number to, of course, you can choose any port number what you want, okay? And we can use the bash. This one is, in many cases, would be better than this command. Okay, at least this is based on my experience. Okay, we can copy and paste in here, and we can write and quit. Sorry, write and quit. So next we need to upload this script to the, to the target. We can use wget and exploit. It's done. Also, we need to make it executable. Exploit. So next, I think we need to connect to the MongoDB, and the username is Mark, and the password, very long password and complicated password, and the scheduler. Okay, so now of course we can run command. Even of course we have the current user do not have permission to execute a command. If you want to have the, if you want to know, if you want to get used to the MongoDB commands, you can go to this website, the official website of MongoDB. And the next we want to insert command, and this command will be put into the document, and this document will be executed, by the module of the child process, and use the exec method. So how to insert? We can use which one? Insert one, and we can use the DB, and this would be the tasks. Just now we have already, take a look at, the table should be the tasks, right? So DB collection, and tasks, and insert one, and we want to insert the key value pair. Okay, and the key name would be CMD, and the next we need to put the reversal command as a value. We can copy and put over here, and we need to set up the listener on the Kali Linux, right? So next, I think we can press enter. However, we got the DB collection is, so DB which doesn't matter. It's okay. We can use Google to make some research. If I remember well, the command should be the DB followed by the collection and the collection name, and then insert a one. But I have some problem. So why DB? So maybe I need to fix the internet access issue, and I will come back. Sorry, I got back. I have already made research by Google. I made it wrong. I must admit I'm not so familiar with the MongoDB. In comparison to my circle, we can use DB and tasks. Insert one. Maybe we can copy. This should be working. Okay, insert, no problem. So the DB followed by the collection name and then the action insert one. And okay, as you can see, we successfully got the shell or spawn new shell. We can run ID, and as you can see, now you can see we of course we can grab the user flag without a problem, right? We can go to the home, and we can go to the Tom directory. We can cut out the user flag. Maybe I can clear. Sorry, we need to set the term variable first to get bigger space on the screen. Color. Okay, so next we can run, for example, like a sudo, but no tty, no problem. We can use the Python to spawn the tty session, import pty spawn. Okay. Oh, sorry. What I'm doing, pty spawn. Okay, so now we can run sudo again. However, we are required to provide password for the user, which we do not have, right? So we just try 3 attempts. So next, I think we have to utilize the kernel-based exploit. Just I mentioned earlier. Of course, we can make directory privilege escalation by the kernel-based exploit. Sorry, but this is not what the author expected us to do, right? So, as you know, the kernel and the release is a bit old. So next we can, use the local exploit to elevate privilege. We can use the such exploit Ubuntu, and you can get several exploits. You can try one by one, but this one is what I'm looking for. We can copy, and we can use the M option to get a copy. And next, we need to upload this script or this code, not a script, this code to target. And we need to compile this code. Oh, sorry, we need to go to the temp directory. Here we have permission. Okay, no problem. Now we can use GCC compiler to make compilation exploit. Copy. Okay, it's done. And we can make it executable, and then we can run it. As you can see, we have already made successful privilege escalation. Then we can navigate to root directory to grab the root flag. So that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.